Welcome to the Bitcoin Crypto Daily News podcast for February 10th, 2026. On today's show, we track Bitcoin after last week's dramatic downturn, a record regulatory blunder in South Korea, and a fresh wave of institutional optimism for the year ahead. First, Bitcoin is trading just under $69,000 this morning, still reeling from a steep 11% drop over the past week. The sell-off sent search interest in crypto capitulation surging and led to nearly $400 million in forced liquidations in the last 24 hours. But big money is moving in. Spot Bitcoin ETFs saw over $370 million in net inflows on Friday, and market data points to value investors snapping up coins as retail traders turn cautious. Meanwhile, the CoinDesk 20 index dropped even more, 13.5%, showing Bitcoin is still outperforming most major cryptocurrencies in a risk-off market. Next, regulators in South Korea are on high alert after a local exchange, Bithumb, accidentally credited users with over $44 billion worth of Bitcoin last week. The massive error caused Bitcoin prices on Bithumb to plunge 30% below global rates before the exchange froze activity within 35 minutes. South Korea's financial watchdog is now launching new investigations into market manipulation and payment system risks, rolling out automated surveillance and expanding crypto oversight as a result. While all affected users are being compensated, authorities say the incident exposes serious vulnerabilities, potentially foreshadowing stricter regulatory rules for exchanges worldwide. Finally, a bright spot for Bitcoin evangelists, Bernstein, a leading research firm, is doubling down on its bullish outlook. Despite the ongoing price dip, Bernstein still targets Bitcoin hitting $150,000 by the end of 2026, calling this period the weakest bear case in history. The firm highlights growing institutional adoption and sees the recent turbulence as a crisis of confidence, not a structural threat to Bitcoin's long-term value. That's it for today's rundown. In summary, Bitcoin faces volatility, but new institutional money is flowing in, exchange mishaps are ramping up regulatory scrutiny, and long-term optimism remains alive. For more details and daily updates, be sure to follow, subscribe, and check out our blog at silklogic.ai/2026/02/10/bitcoin-crypto-daily-podcast-02-10-2026.